So let's see. Bellular talks about some of this alpha stuff coming down. Let's see what's going on with this. Some people think it means the reveal date or release date for Dragonflight could be sooner. I personally think that just means they want to test this game out for a long time before it comes out. They want to make sure Dragonflight's perfect, and I don't blame them. They got to get Dragonflight right, that's for sure. Let's check out Bellular's
Hey
video
everyone,
this
and
week.
welcome back to the Warcraft news, where, turns out, if we sleuth into some of the data, well, I do have an update for you on the road to Dragonflight Alpha, so I'll kick off today's
Now I'm just
episode
sitting on my
with
porch
that.
trying to get going. It sounds
Now, this
good, Mike.
is not one that's quite
Welcome
as
to the stream,
straightforward
man. No
as
problem.
you may see in some of the headlines, and it does take a bit of
Happy to get
technical
your morning
know-how.
started with you.
Thankfully, wizards like Marleman are there to communicate what it all means to us mere mortals. So, the internal development alpha client, WoWDev, on the Blizzard CDN and Battle.net launcher just had its name changed from Shadowlands internal alpha to Dragonflight.
Let's down the jailer. Huge here. Let's
That
do it.
sounds
Huge.
pretty
I
damn
agree.
good,
Welcome,
eh?
man.
However, do keep in mind that this internal alpha client has actually been running the same Dragonflight build since April 22nd.
Sugar
This
dust.
is merely a formality, a name change. But still, it is exciting. I mean, somebody went in and they changed that name, right? So I think this means that Blizzard could indeed be preparing for the distribution of internal alpha access to friends and family, which usually happens like
Oh,
1
shit.
to 2 months before the rest of us end up getting to see it. Very
So in
popular
1 to 2
example of that
months, we
was
could have-
actually Battle for Azeroth.
Could have well, not public, invite only, but alpha. Oh
And
my
of course,
god.
After that, then of course you get the public alpha and beta.
That's
So
much quicker than
support is also
I
added
thought.
For the WoW Vendor 3 and 4 products on the CDN 2, though those are basically, they're not meant for public
Good morning,
use
Sam.
on
Hope
the
you had a good weekend. I did.
things. So
Nice weather
basically,
here in Michigan over the
nothing
weekend.
super soon,
Spent a lot of
but
time
we
outside.
are getting there.
Hope you did too.
And it does line up with other things. After the unveiling of this expansion, Blizzard said that they would post talent previews in the run-up to the alpha.
True,
And
they've been
we've seen
doing
them
that.
do that. So
Yep.
we are almost there. Speaking of there, it's June. We're in June. That does mean there's a new wave of Patreon loot.
There you go.
Dragons.
We have a realm
And I'll tell
to
you what,
destroy.
Kirby, thank you for the follow and welcome to our
I've got
Scourge.
some new
Welcome, welcome.
reasons to be very excited about what we've been doing in Patreon this year.
Love your gaming room. Looks so
that
clean.
I
Oh,
can't
thank you,
exactly
thank you.
communicate to you, but
Yeah, it's more
if
like a
all
gaming
goes
basement.
Well, at a quick little meeting I
Thank
have
you
with
so
the powers
much.
that be tomorrow. Certainly, at least the first little trio, will hopefully be imbued with more meaning than maybe we all originally anticipated when they first came out. So, hey, wish me luck with that meeting tomorrow, and if it all goes well, maybe in 6 to 9 months, something will happen. Okay, let's talk about talent trees.
Just worked
Late
12
last
hours
week,
the
we
previous
got our
night.
first
Damn.
glimpse at the brand new talent trees that are coming in the Dragonflight expansion. Now, it was only Druid and DK, but of course, I'd say expect more to be posted in the lead up to the alpha. Now, Blizzard also detailed their basic design philosophy here. And
Talent
for
trees
the
look
most
great.
part, it
I'm
actually
not
does
gonna
sound
lie.
quite good.
The
Their
talent
main
trees
goal
do look
is
good.
to increase player agency over your character's progression and build, in addition to providing us with
Yeah, it's
some
not a Leon Lee
meaningful
case. It's a
rewards while
Thermaltake case
leveling,
that I
which think
and I
is
removed the
gonna
front
feel
fans on it.
so
That's why
much
it
better
looks
for
like
new
one.
players of the game.
Thank
It's
you.
going to help them understand and build their how their class plays as they level up. I think that'll be so much of a better experience. And they also say reinforcing
Oh,
your
my stomach.
character's connection to both their class and spec.
Also, if you've seen your
Sounds
class
good, right?
trees
Sounds
yet,
good. Makes sense.
you will notice that many of our Shadowlands abilities are on there.
You know,
Slappy Hands is
promising,
for the
but
Death
I
Knights.
think a lot of people have gradually lost trust in Blizzard over multiple expansions.
Ah, you don't
so
say.
Ultimately, this is going to be judged by how these actually feel and play. But they're putting these out early for our perusal and our feedback, and that is a really damn good initial indicator. There's also been a few attempts at building talent calculators since the announcement. The most promising one we've seen so far is over at Mythic Trap, so check it out if you want to
There it
play around
is.
with these for yourself. As for my take here, well, there's there are a few cases
Hey, Sam,
where
time
maybe
walking
people
cat at
take
tomorrow,
a whole
Firelands? No
whole
way.
certain direction, but I actually think it's a really good first after.
Epics, we are doing
Druids
Firelands
and
on
DKs,
Wednesday
of course,
then.
been providing excellent, super
Hell
detailed
yeah.
feedback that I won't go into here. But look, just seeing Blizzard
hell's
be
this?
open about this is lovely. And I would say, when you actually think about the basic design tools that are within this talent system, what they have to play with is awesome. So, number one, there's the amount of verticality they put in.
Hold on. Hold on. Look at this real quick. Mid-video. Look at this. Somebody sent this in mail to me. Hello. I reported you in Group Finder for your Twitch advertisement. I'm happy to do it again. PvE hero. Daguzug. Kalthazad. Nice. He reported this listing. Where's the advertisement? Where's the advertisement? You want to tell me where the advertisement is? Where's the link? Where's the indication that somebody should, in this listing, somebody should go to Twitch? This is the shit that annoys me because this guy did it, right? This guy reported me. All that has to happen is like 4 more idiots like him do it, and the bots will silence me again. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I might try to send this to Blizzard, open up a ticket and send this, and be like, this is what my listing is. People are reporting me. I'm gonna get silenced by the bots. This is unfair. I'm not fucking advertising. For false advertising? Yeah. Right. Show me the name. Daguzug. That good Zug. Kalthazad. He signed it. He was like, yeah, flat out. People do this shit because they get a kick out of it. He might even be in the stream. Some people like to do this and then be in the stream to see your reaction to it. What a jerk. People are sad and lonely. Yeah. Trolling buttholes, exactly. He reported my friend too? Wow. Oh, so this guy's just going around finding streamers and reporting them. Sent it to Blizzard? Nice. No bite about it. Start a paper trail. Right. Report for player harassment? I should. Absolutely report him for harassment. Weird fetish, yeah. Not a real person? See, it says from unknown. Inappropriate name, inappropriate communication. I should report him for advertising. Looks like I can't report him for anything but these 3 in here. I'll have to take this up later. I'm not gonna delete this letter. I'm gonna save it. Yeah. Not a real person? Nah, he is. I found his armory. Oh, okay. He's a warrior on Kalthazad. Oh.
Number 2, how
We'll deal with him later.
They are. Then all the
What a
different
jerk.
connections of the different talents. Then there are the thresholds, right? So
He probably blocked
you.
You.
Can only go, say, beyond this line if you've spent 20 talents thus far.
Maybe.
That kind of prevents people from just tunneling down into things, which will kind of help to naturally broaden out people's selections a bit. Then there's the octagons. The little octagonal ones, you click on them and you could get like 2 or 3 different abilities. You know, you get a choice. So that actually means
If you're in queue and in
the
stream, let me know.
selection-based talent system is essentially baked into the talent system that they have now, the new one. So this is basically them taking, I mean, all the toys and being able to put them into one system. And it means that Blizzard can design these trees with so much specificity, right? They're like, okay, we can't have this and that. We'll put it in an octagon. Or, you know, they're... Just think about it, right? Like, as designers, they have so much more design freedom than they would have had with the post-Mists of Pandaria one, where it was very much just fitting into a very obvious format. But with this, they just have more tools in the box. I think that means that there's probably going to be times where maybe in the past they would have had a real hard dilemma of like, you know, what do we do? This doesn't really fit our current design. Whereas here, it's like they could put it in an octagon. They could put it different level verticality, you know, a different level in terms of, you know, how horizontal a trait or an ability is in the tree. So I just think it will let them achieve whatever their design goals are better. And I also think that the split between class and spec, I think that really helps Blizzard get around some problems that the first attempt at talents from, you know, vanilla through to Cataclysm ended up having. So, could it be a best of both worlds? I don't know. Certainly possible. Next, though, I've got something super awesome. we are seeing awesome
Project
stuff
Honor.
from ex-Blizzard devs, in this case for the lead story, from the World of Warcraft team. And I am so excited about
What the hell's Project
so
Honor?
During the OTK Games Expo event on Wednesday, Notorious Studios, they are an ex-Blizzard, you know what? Powerhouse. They're awesome, right? So they're headed up by Chris Kalecki. They announced their very first project, which is Project Honor. Now,
I didn't see this. I think I dropped the OTK
like
video
these guys.
before.
I have chatted to them. I've been on a call with a bunch of them. So look, I know their vision.
Epic says, I wouldn't be it wouldn't surprise me if other streamers report people because they have more viewers and they get jealous. It's more powerful than hate. Oh, jealousy is more powerful than hate. Yeah, true. I don't know. I hope that's not the case. I do think people are just assholes. Even if they're not streamers, they're just jealous.
I really like it.
It is what it is.
And from what I saw, like Eric and Cole's art is amazing, and you have seen so much of their art with like the big World of Warcraft like splash art and stuff before. Colin Vollrath, he's in the team, and if I remember correctly, he either was leading efforts on the construction of Borealis or he like just built loads of it. And that's just a small selection. They've got a really, really cool team. So Project Honor is a class-based online action RPG where you're basically going on adventures solo or with friends. You're getting loot, resources, gearing out your character, that sort of thing. So that I don't overspeak, I am going to focus on grabbing quotes for you. So they're in the very early stages.
Is this an MMO or is he said it's an action adventure?
Class fantasy. Of course, Chris is a class designer on World of Warcraft. I believe one of the last class-related things that he did on WoW. First of all, I'm pretty sure he led Monk. Also,
so is this going to be like a Dark Souls or something?
Which I thought was pretty damn sweet. Amongst many other
action
things.
RPG.
So, it's
interesting.
going to feature an immersive and dangerous world built using Unreal Engine 5, which, I mean, man, you're going to see UE5 plus some like stylization and stuff. Oh boy, what Frost Giant have is so cool. I've seen some of that too, and we're all in for a treat. But it aims to deliver the ultimate experience of playing core RPG classes with unique class-specific gameplay and role-defining character art. They're also looking to redefine the standard RPG combat system, implementing an immersive third-person camera then with melee combat and spells that is all geared towards an engaging multiplayer PvPvE experience. It's really cool. It's really cool. They're trying to take a lot of lessons and sort of take them forward into a new era where they can start off with a smaller team, big, super sexy new engine with Unreal Engine 5, and I mean, man, it's going to be cool. Whatever comes out of this.
Anything with Unreal Engine 5 has been looking unbelievable.
OTK, which, I mean, of course, you'll know Asmongold. That, you know, OTK is the org.
You think, Epic says it's somebody who knows you, I think, because your listing says IamSamC 6. That's not your character name. It's someone who has watched your stream before, probably been in the raid. It might be. I have no indication that's my Twitch name. So the fact that somebody recognized it as such, yeah, it might be. Might be somebody who's been in the stream before. Sourpuss person, that's what it is.
And they are I believe, is it technically a strategic investor, but they're working, you know, decently close.
Lock and Duster.
Which is really cool. I know for a fact that Chris views community as being absolutely to the core, you know, of what they did or what they're doing. Like, you know, reached out to the
Squid Game Season 2 announced.
Reached out to me last year. We had some really good conversations. And, yeah, you know, they get it. They get it. They're doing it for the community.
It's obvious it's your Twitch name, though, not gonna lie.
Consider this to be an MMO,
it's still not an advertisement. Yeah, it's just an identifier.
Game that may have elements.
I'm sure it's obvious that it's my Twitch name. I mean, it's there. It's obvious that it's my Twitch name. I agree, but there's nothing in here that tells people to go to Twitch or to join the stream, to join the raid. Because at this point, I mean, we've seen Asmongold do his transmog comps and all this shit. He'll write in here, Asmongold raid or Asmongold transmog. He doesn't get reported for advertising when that happens, and if he does, Blizzard's probably ignoring it. Because he's not advertising. He's not telling people to go to his stream. I'm not telling people to go to my stream. I'm just telling people this is the streamer IamSam's raid. There's a big fucking difference. The guy's just being an asshole.
typically found in MMOs, such as fantasy setting.
It's really sad, man.
classes,
People just can't let
PvE,
others play the game. Yep.
experiences. I think like I know a little
Probably
bit
some
of a slice
foreign
more,
clown that
but,
knows your tune name from that.
Hold off. Always has stuff,
Assumes
for
you're
them.
streaming because you're posting a
But,
big
I'll
magic
make
trick.
it
Yep.
clear, I definitely do have a bias towards what they're doing. I think it's a pretty awesome vision. I think if
Possibly
we
that
vision,
monk you
we are
kicked?
going to have in our hands
Maybe.
a very Moorish, highly playable game.
I was
It's
nice
one
to him,
you
though. I
play
didn't
with
kick him
your
in a mean
guild.
way. Whatever.
I kind of, if it succeeds, I kind of know vaguely a sort of space it's going to be in. And I think it's one I'd find.
And we got the
super
boss down.
exciting to play with my friends on Discord. I would also say, just tone and like world-wise, whenever I was talking with him, Chris kept on emphasizing like core fantasy, like OG WoW stuff, like what Samwise and Chris, Nets, and what they were setting up. They all love Lord of the Rings over there. I saw
Who doesn't
Wizard,
love Lord of the
and,
Rings?
like the Wizard concept art they showed me was like so cool, and I was like, man, that's a fucking wizard. I think there's serious potential there.
I might just
Another
start
thing,
inviting
from the
randoms
ex-Blizzard
here.
folks is Frost
So we can
Giant.
fill up.
Man, Frost Giant, they have unveiled. I mean, like, dude, it's the spirit.
I haven't had enough jailer polls, big bluebies, to know if the
StarCraft
jailer's
2
going to
is
be
one
harder
of
or
my
not.
true loves of gaming. I adore StarCraft 2. Frost Giant are many of the people who built StarCraft 2, and I think pretty bloody evidently, considering
got
Team
banned for
1
one day,
seemingly
damn.
was just wound down at Blizzard. Like, there was no more StarCraft going on at Blizz. It's probably not what the Bobster wanted to make. Maybe that'll be different in a world where Microsoft owns Blizzard. But I do know is, these guys, they've assembled a real crack team. What they have got is super, super exciting. I don't have time to squeeze it all into today's video, but I did get up to speed with their press briefing a few days ago. They've done their big reveal announcement at Summer Games Fest, Jeff Keighley's event, and me and Matt are working on a video. I will share everything that I know on what they're doing on that channel. Suffice to say, it is awesome. Whenever I started,
Dragalon wasn't easy, that's for sure.
Feeling that StarCraft 2 would no longer be supported, I kind of felt like, oh no, a little bit of my childhood's dying. This is really sad. And now I can quite clearly see that they do not intend on letting that part of my childhood die. And that is very good. And look, across both companies, loads of guys who are like viewers of this channel, viewers of the other channels you watch. The StarCraft guys like Loquo, Winter, awesome group. They're keeping it real. They all know the community. They love community. They're making games for the community. They're the real deal. So just exciting stuff is on the horizon. There's been tough times at Blizzard. Obviously, what I want is for Blizzard to recoup, for their stuff to be in a way better position, so we can all get the World of Warcraft that we really want, that we really want to love.
We want the
also,
Warcraft we love.
Now that these guys are, they've smaller teams.
The one day I didn't join, you guys killed him. Oh, no.
Make something cool, new, different, but also kind of like what we want. It's just a really nice place, and it's one of those things, whenever there's trouble, maybe there's a forest fire or whatever, it's nourishing to the soil, and new life springs forth from that, and it takes a few years for
Blake
that new
says
life
both are
to,
easy. Blake's a
take
baller.
root and to flourish, but it
We
does
fucking
happen.
suck. We're struggling.
And even from seeing some of the public things both companies have put out, like, man, in game development right now, in that like region in California, it is competitive business. Like, just getting people, like actually getting talent, growing these teams. It's a real crazy time, and it just kind of shows how much activity is going on in game development right now. So,
Yeah, it's back on my bar.
I also, I guess, should probably mention, staying with the OTK Expo, we were at that as well with our game, and that does mean that our demo is up.
Slappy hands will be
until
good
the
for
end of the
phase 2 and
weekend,
3.
I can tell you,
Nice.
It was very fucking surreal having the Pale Beyond up there with, just Rich and Asmigel talking about our game. Really cool.
No way,
Very
they had
cool
their
moment.
game on
I
there?
was
That's
actually
cool.
on a night out with the local games industry with a whole bunch of our game teams. So we were there, a few pints in. We were huddled around, viewing my phone, watching OTK Expo in the smoking area of Cuckoo. Belfast people.
Finally get what you mean about
there.
slappy hands.
And watching
It's great,
Twitch.
man.
So, there we are, watching Twitch.
It's
in the
great.
bar, like a bunch of game developers. How embarrassing. It was great stuff. Okay, you know the drill. Wish us the game in Steam. It helps us, and the demo.
Oh,
is
we're gonna
live.
get markers down, don't worry.
1.5 to
Yeah.
2.5 hours of gameplay.
Indiana.
Assuming you're using an ultra-wide monitor, is pretty damn polished, but there will be bugs, and the reporting of them is super useful to us because we're indies. We have a really small budget, actually. So any any bug info, very appreciated. All right, let's move on. Heading back to World of Warcraft, we've got some Drakthir activity. So, a few weeks back,
Drakthir activity.
One Drakthir spell effect was data mined in the 9.2.5 files.
Yeah, we saw that.
Confusing. Well, now it's been re-encrypted with the same encryption key that is being used for what are assumed, the assumed Dragonflight pre-order Emerald Drake mount. So, will this Drakthir spell effect be used perhaps...
Mag sends Sam in-game mail reported.
Mount special
bringing 7 healers to the fight.
Maybe it could be a part of the Heroic or Epic Edition Hearthstone animation. I think that could be quite sensible. Now, there's actually a ton of other encrypted models that are still in the game files, including various transmog sets, mounts, pets, and toys. I imagine there'll be a Wrath of the Lich King, classic sort of bundle of things as well.
Oh yeah,
There's
there should be.
The yet unanswered question of the stables. Remember, I covered this in a few videos, right? The stables and the little story that was going on with in and around the stables that mysteriously appeared in both Stormwind and Orgrimmar during the 9.25 PTR. But 9.2.5 is live, and I can't see that stuff when I log into the game. So I imagine you can't, which means it's probably
yeah. No, thank you for doing this.
The Dragonflight pre-patch. Next, then, we have actually got a little bit of the Burning Crusade Classic news, which is important because it's probably Blizzard, getting ready as well for when we're transitioning over to Wrath Classic. But earlier this week, Blizz said that they would be consolidating a total of 22 NA and 21 EU TBC Classic servers.
Oh, that's good.
They will
having a big player base for those classic servers is really
after
important.
August 9th and 10th. Quite a move. Now, all the affected realms have currently got free character transfers available to multiple active destination realms, and Blizzard are strongly recommending that players actually do make use of these free transfers before that deadline, because basically, if you let the deadline roll around, characters that are not manually transferred to the other realms are going to be automatically transferred. But it seems that for some, it's server stuff, so it's all spooky wizardry, that if those characters are automatically moved, they might actually be unavailable for up to 2 weeks, which is really kind of rough.
Whoa,
so
you won't be able to play them for 2 weeks?
Now, as a part of this, they're removing restrictions in those coming weeks. As an example, they're allowing characters to be transferred from normal to PvP realms. Yeah, and they're actually allowing characters from...
I only played PvP back then, and I would only play
PvP
PvP now.
PvP realm, which is a pretty big difference.
You gotta play PvP
Maybe,
realm. Come on.
The details closer to the time. As for some speculation, I don't know, man. I saw linked some, it was like kill counts, just like parse counts of the Sunwell raid. And they were massive. Loads of people doing Sunwell. Now, I later found out apparently a lot of people in China are doing that, so maybe TBC Classic is really caught on in the Chinese market. That would make sense. I mean,
the Chinese numbers just always balloon everything.
Especially in those earlier days, it was humongous in China. They love they love World of Warcraft as well, so seemingly it caught on a lot there. And these consolidations are for EU and NA servers. I don't know, does that mean it's a bit smaller in EU and NA? I'm not
like
exactly
80%
sure.
Horde or Alliance one,
eh?
On the PvP servers. I remember seeing Asmongold getting destroyed once PvP got unlocked.
Really having an absolute blast playing TBC Classic right now. They're of course getting ready for Wrath. So hard to say. If you're playing endgame in some of these servers, let me know what your experience is like. I do know that these servers have had a lot of problems with RMT. They've had a lot of problems with
walking target, basically.
Vast quantities of raw gold. This has led to inflation, a whole bunch of craziness. EPGP massively taking over, meaning that for a lot of people, it very much is pay to accelerate your experience, and a bunch of things that I think are very unfortunate.
Pay to accelerate.
Absolutely need to be solved.
That cinematic with the Frostmourne reveal was amazing.
Classic, because come on, it's Wrath. It's my baby. I started, earlier, but really Wrath is when I came into my own. So if it's
such a good expansion,
I'll be sad. We'll have to see.
I did too. Ghost Badger, I did too.
To wrap things up for the end of today's video, I want to just mention in the live game. So, tell you what my current project is. Kind of playing WoW on a controller, on a TV. I know,
on a controller on a TV.
I'm only in the early stages. Got my UI.
Man's living in
Iron Dwarf.
2029.
Really cool. And man, I'll tell you what, just I've got speakers on, right? The lights in my apartment.
What is this Discord channel?
It's one of those TVs, Ambilight, I think. It's got lights at the back of the TV that it's a really cool feature actually. It just kind of makes things pop. I love it. Got lucky I say I got lucky in a Black Friday deal. I mean, those aren't really deals half the time. But anyway, it's a pretty cool immersive experience and a new way to feel World of Warcraft. And I gotta say, just running around, like barely even doing quests, but just rambling about the place on my Dark Iron Dwarf.
Oh no!
You know, a massive, big,
oh no! I didn't realize that this was
chilling
covering.
out with a controller. You know, the beautiful music, even just running through Dunmoreau, of course, the place where the
Entgrove's angry.
You know, what has been the end.
I don't know if you guys can read that. Entgrove got angry. He reported the guy and sent him an in-game mail, saying, "I reported you for harassment and will gladly do it again." Entgrove, when rest accord.
Music for every video on this channel for.
Don't risk yourselves, guys. I'll just take care of it. Don't worry about it.
8 years. Uh-oh. Time is passing. It's from Dunmoreau. It's just been a really nice experience. So, fully my intent is to head over to, well, I mean, come on, man. It's got to be the Howling Fjord. Got to go to the Howling Fjord and just try to do, like, a nice, you know, immersive, just completely chilled out leveling up of that character. And eventually I'll get
Howling Fjord is such a nice place to level.
Because,
I should have put
you know,
bitch at the end. No, don't do that. You're going to get reported.
I have zero desire to play the endgame content right now.
Zero
I'm
fucks
just
given.
do it whenever, you know, I can head back to
AFCF. How do you get in the raid? Just queue up.
etc. Right? So I'm just going to wait.
If your shit looks amazing, I'll just invite you. But just everyone else, like if you're in the stream, obviously it helps because then I know who you are. But if not, just let me know.
The president.
I still invite people.
Blizzard. And I noticed he was playing mobile games.
I am
with
Chis
this
Squared. Welcome.
backbone,
Welcome,
sort of game
Chis.
controller thingy. Basically, you know, kind of your phone clips into it.
Welcome to the stream and the
definitely a
raid.
bit more pricey, but I've got to say the build quality like really has impressed me. What I want to do though, right, is you know Steam in-home streaming. What you can do
Ready
is
with
you can
my
add a
backbone
WoW
for
EXE to
Diablo
Steam,
Immortal. Nice.
and then I think I could stream it to this. And then I could basically see what World of Warcraft would feel like on a handheld device. Which, I mean, it's partially blasphemy, but for me, it's like...
It's blasphemy.
Can I get, you know, with duct tape and jank, some weird tech setup to work as a proof of concept? If I can, I really want to give it
Zach
a go.
Flair,
So
welcome.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I'll try this and my Dark
One more
Iron
DPS and we'll be ready to go.
you know, as well.
Welcome,
other than that,
Leon
I'm gonna
Cloud.
Diablo Immortal for review. Heavens above, save me. Hey man, look, Diablo Immortal, what can I say? It looks beautiful, it plays super slick, plays amazingly with controller. But like, dude, every time I do a dungeon, a new bundle pops up.
Oh man,
And,
yeah, Diablo
Rockstar
Immortal is
a
extreme
long-time
pay to
hero of
win.
this channel, and,
Extreme.
real hero. He always, if he finds something cool, he sends it my way. And he just sent me a screenshot, I think, from his game, and it was just that he got to Hell 1.
Hey, well, we'll learn the fight together. FCF,
Immortal,
don't worry.
And you know that it was like the 89p bundle, or you know, one of the pretty cheap bundles for the earlier dungeons, or for one of the dungeons. Just at this time, it was
Time to go to work. All right, Fat Mike, we'll
because
see
it
you,
was
man.
the
Thanks for
Hell
chilling with us
1
this morning.
edition of the bundle. Oh. But I'll tell you what, though. Initially, I saw like Wyatt Chang, game director for Immortal. He was like liking some tweets. He responded to actually another guy from Belfast.
No, I don't.
Who does
I
a
didn't.
lot of
Eh?
ARPG
Somebody told me the
content
hype
and,
train
you know,
did start, and I just didn't see it. I don't know.
aspects of Immortal from a monetization perspective, and just all of a sudden, Wyatt has not touched Twitter. Now, I don't know if that's because the internet is not a nice place to be if you're the game director of Diablo Immortal, and you know people have basically realized that it's all a complicated cash extraction scheme, and it basically represents.
I would not want to have my name attached to that on Twitter.
And hell infiltrating video games, which is pretty on topic for Diablo. So I guess immersive at the very least.
You
probably
posted
not the
one.
friendliest place. But perhaps it's because that team has just kind of went into crisis mode because maybe they've realized the internet is.
Oh, the Mythic Trap
I
one.
don't know.
Maybe we'll watch it in a
think
sec.
we all
I didn't watch it, no.
accepted that there would be some iffy stuff with Immortal, right? I think we all knew that. But I think we thought that because the Blizzard name was carried on it, that it wouldn't be that bad.
It's a mobile game.
Warcraft Arc-like
It's a mobile
Arc-like
game. It
Rumble,
has to be
it
pay
ain't
to
that
win.
bad. Like, yeah, it's a mobile game monetization, but it's Blizzard does a king game in terms of monetization. Whereas man, this whole situation with Immortal, like, it truly is a NetEase game. And I
It's
just
a
have to
NetEase
wonder,
game,
like,
exactly.
Were that team, were they overruled on something?
I saw
Did
it
go
last
to
night after watching
NetEase,
that
not
video.
enough Blizzard? And maybe now there's
I'll
a
check
bunch
it
of
out.
people at the company who are basically just saying, hey, told you so, told you this would happen. I don't know, but it just seems that, like, there's been not a peep from Blizzard on Diablo Immortal.
I'm sure they're
Over
making a
that
shit ton of
while.
money.
Maybe that means we've got through to them, but I'll tell you what, you know, gonna keep up the good fight, because we have to defend gaming. I realized something decently, I think, a little bit profound earlier on, because of course, whenever I first started playing video games, it was like Warcraft 3, you know? You bought it,
Right.
you bought the expansion if you liked the base game.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no tomfoolery. It's pretty sweet. And then
You buy more content.
That
That was
when
it.
happened. And then I've been there for everything since. But what I realized, and what a few younger viewers who've left comments on our videos, they've said, like, oh man, I grew up with this. The first time I started playing video games, these transactions were here. And
Yeah,
what
but
I've
there's probably
realized is
generations
if
of gamers that
we let
have now.
this catch on in the PC realm, it will become the new normal for younger gamers.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of players, these younger players,
And
their
it's gonna
first
be
game
this,
was
like, hyper
was
fast
Fortnite, right?
world that it's just
That's not pay to
designed
win, but
complete your
they're
dopamine.
used to
You know, it's
in-game
just every
transactions. It's
world
just
is
part of
giving
what
you
they've
a
always
hit,
known.
Giving you a hit, giving you a hit, giving you a hit.
Unlocking
You
a skin
feel
has nothing to
charged.
do with
The
skill
pace
in
of the
those
game
games.
slows
It's just
down. You get a
pay,
pop-up
buy
to
the skin.
something so that you can hop back into that
I mean, are you really
great
defending
backpack
video
rift
games
with
or
a bunch
just
of
using
quests.
copia?
And, you know, bam, you get your dopamine hit again. It's psychological
What's up, Wisps?
abusive, evil, manipulative stuff. And we're in this world where the media is just
Refusing
bam,
to buy
bam, bam,
versus
bam.
people who
TikTok
want to
is just
buy
bright
and
noises,
will buy.
bright, you know,
The thing is,
fast,
there's a
fast,
lot of
fast,
whales
fast.
out there,
Everything
guys.
is just a constant
It's hard to
audio-visual
counter the
assault.
whales.
You know, they're reaching through. You know, like
There is
it
no
Temple
being,
of Doom?
there is
You
no
know,
stand being
fucking
taken,
the
right?
Man sticking his hand in and ripping his heart out. It's like they're doing that to your brain, and they're just like massaging various bits of your brain. That's what all these games
Massaging,
are
the
doing.
way he
Well,
says it.
Media is what it's doing, right? I mean, goddamn YouTube, and I know some of this is a bit of a, you know, hate the game, not the player. But I mean, YouTube is like practically old man stuff now in comparison to TikTok. Everything's so attention.
True.
grabbing.
Kin,
Also,
are you
like,
here?
Dopamine depleted in this hyper engaging, overstimulating world, and then we play these games and they hyper stimulate us, give us loads of good deals up front. You know, nice, fast progress. But then it's Diablo Immortal. You hit level 50, and the grinding to just get your next level takes so long that even though you can't like literally buy XP, you feel it in your brain. This thing saying, you could do a few greater rifts with legendary.
A pay-to-win
crests,
ladder and a
get
no-money
some
ladder that
cool
are
legendary
separate. That's an
buildings,
interesting
you know,
idea.
legendary, you know, gems or whatever, or maybe you could get some cool loot or whatever
Wisp.
it is, and you know, you could actually get some really rewarding experiences now. You just have to buy. Or hey, what about all those bundles you just unlocked like 5 minutes ago?
Let's finish summoning everyone. We're about
You
to
know,
pull
3
after this
hours
video's
ago, but
over.
You didn't feel you needed them then, but now that we've slowed the pace down, you need to buy the hit. I just can't realize that if we let this catch on, I mean, I can't exactly say the children of you know, maybe I'm like, well, 28 in like 2 days. The 12th of June is my birthday. You know,
Hey.
so not quite having.
I'm a
not
June
old enough
birthday.
to have kids going to be playing video games, but I know for some of you watching, like maybe your kids will just be getting into video games.
Yeah,
And
my
I just
5-year-old
had this,
son,
like, profound
he's like
realization
watching them, but he doesn't
that
play that much
what
yet.
video games are going to be to them is like
He's
so
gonna be 5,
different
he's
to
4
what it
still.
was to you and me. And you know, maybe Halo 1 was your first Halo game, where Halo 2 was my first Halo game, but we all grew up when games were games. You bought your games. That was
Halo
it. It
was
all nice and simple, and the expansion pack.
my
came
first
out, and it was
first-person
sweet.
shooter.
And now we're
Actually,
just-
GoldenEye kind of was on N64, but I sucked at it.
So yeah, I suppose that's a very long way of me talking about Diablo Immortal, which is the other thing that's been, you know, sort of sapping me this week. But
Yeah.
hey, it is what it is. I've now dragged out the end of the WoW news to, quite frankly, a ridiculous level. So I'm going to draw it to a close. I'll just say there's hype as hell stuff going on with us right now. All the game development
no
stuff
money
is
ladder
awesome.
sounds like a
Tomorrow
drain
morning,
of
we've got a
resources
really
for a
cool
company,
meeting,
yep.
and hopefully the fruits of what will
Exactly.
eventually follow from that. Hopefully that's the
They're not
campaign
gonna care
campaign
about
we've
that 'cause they
talked
care about
in
making money.
Maybe 6 months, maybe 9 months, but trust me, it's going to be really good. We've got a new guy starting on Monday. He's a total legend. He's going to be helping us out in the news channel. It's just going to be awesome. So your support is just so invaluable, and even seeing situations like being being in the selection for the OTK.
This is the
Games
group we
Expo.
want. We have one DC.
I mean,
We
you
do.
guys make that possible. We'd be nowhere without you.
I don't see one.
Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff's going on, and it's kind of overwhelming, but it's also really exciting.
Oh, there he
And
is.
pretty damn soon,
A Whedon?
we are going to have a new World of Warcraft alpha. And you know what? I'm feeling pretty good about things. I think the WoW team has been pretty
The
good
alpha
about some
could
of
be big
problems.
news for the
I think some
expansion
things are
reveal.
moving in the right direction.
It could be.
And to be honest with you, there is nothing that I
Or,
want
sorry,
more
expansion
than
release.
for World of Warcraft to just be a few years of happy times. Don't we all want that?
Whedon wasn't
Have a great
streamed.
day.
I don't know what happened to him. Interesting. Yeah, what pay to win, guys? It is what it is. It is what it is. At least World of Warcraft's still a sub game. So we won't be seeing that anytime soon, hopefully, in here.